Ivan, I think it's time to make a great looking car even better.
I'm Ivan.
I'm Nick.
This is DIY Detail. Today, we're gonna be washing, we're gonna be bathing, we're gonna be decontaminating, and eventually ceramic coating this beautiful C8 Corvette.
And it's very simple, just like our entire lineup. Do it yourself. This is the spot if you're looking for professional grade products, but simple, DIY friendly ways to use them. And obviously the products are easy to use as well. This process is something I could teach my brother, my dad, and that is why we are here to make it super simple for you.
Let's get right at it. We're gonna be starting with All Clean, diluted 15:1. This is our all-purpose cleaner. We're gonna be doing it on all the wheels. This is gonna start breaking down the accumulated dirt on the wheels. This is actually a Corvette that gets driven. It's not just a garage queen.
Ivan, it occurred to me the difference between you detailing your car either professionally for somebody else, but more likely you detailing your car at home versus going to the car wash.
Yeah,
Big difference.
enormous difference.
And it's not just the chemicals that you're using, right? Because we sell chemicals, whatever. It's the fact that you're by hand meticulously going over every surface. Even at a car wash, if they have people working there, they're gonna miss spots. It's like there's detailers out there who miss spots. Human beings miss things, right? Let alone going through a tunnel wash where obviously things are going to maybe get touched but not thoroughly washed or hit. So you get to be as meticulous as you want during this process. You get to touch every surface. You get to potentially miss nothing.
Right.
If you so choose.
And you can take time, you can have fun doing it.
Yeah.
And speaking of fun, we have a foam cannon. Now, this is actually a gray Corvette, it's not white, so we're not gonna make it whiter, we are gonna make it brighter by the time we're done. We're letting the All Clean dwell on the wheels and tires. We're gonna add a little more foam and a little more lubrication with the foam cannon.
Here we go.
And we wanna make sure that our Incredible Suds is well mixed in here because sometimes it's not mixed. We have the vehicle bathing in Incredible Suds. And speaking of suds, I put half an ounce of Incredible Suds in our wheel bucket. Let's froth it up a little bit.
Let's do it. Okay, Ivan, I see you.
I think we have a couple bubbles there.
That's gonna make wheel cleaning more fun, which, you know, wheel cleaning needs a little boost of fun sometimes, because it feels like work to me.
Right. Feels like work to a lot of people. And it is.
But when these are your wheels and you spend a lot of money on them and you want them nice and clean, it's a fun work.
Yeah.
What do you guys think out there? The wheel cleaning, is it a lot of work? Is it fun? Is it underrated, overrated? Leave your comments.
And while we're doing this, the foam is doing its thing on the car. It's removing the grit. It's removing any excess heavy particles that could be on the vehicle. And we're gonna rinse those away, getting it almost ready for the contact wash. While Nick is finishing up that other wheel, I'll start rinsing this side. Corvette is looking good, but it could use a little more foam on it. Now you're saying, you want more foam on it? You just took the foam off. That was our pre-rinse. We used the foam to break down the dirt, and any grit that could have been on the vehicle has now been removed. Now we're just dealing with traffic film. We could just take the mitt and go at it, but we have a bit of Incredible Suds left over in the foamer, and I'm not gonna add any more Incredible Suds. So I just added more water. I didn't add more Incredible Suds because we don't need it.
This may be a slightly runnier foam since we didn't add more solution, we just added more water. It doesn't matter.
Right.
We're just giving ourselves that buffer, that lubrication, a little bit of cleaning power, and slickness with the foam on the paint. All right, she's sudsy. Ivan, I'm having fun already.
Yeah. First of all, we're not climbing on ladders, which is fun.
Seems like we do a lot of trucks around here.
Yeah. Well, we are in Nebraska, so.
We're gonna go top to bottom, no pressure on the wash mitt, letting the incredible suds do the work for us here.
Right, we're using the chemical to do the work. Now, if it feels like you're working when you're detailing, you're probably doing something wrong.
Flipping my mitt after I do a panel. Pretty good rule there, just one side of the mitt per panel and then redunk.
Exactly.
Not a lot to contend with. On the lowers here, I do see a bit of that traffic film you mentioned, Ivan.
Yeah, there's not much. This is a well-maintained vehicle. Customer does a great job. There isn't even one bug gut on the front. When you're doing the mirrors, don't forget the underside of the mirrors. Those unfortunately do get missed quite frequently.
If you haven't washed with incredible suds, this stuff is so much fun. I don't know what it is, it just works well. It does what it's supposed to do, right, Ivan? It's just, this is what a car wash soap should be, in my opinion.
Right.
Something with a lot of suds, something that cleans exceptionally well, something that smells awesome.
And lubricates. And speaking of lubrication, I have our iron remover and our perforated synthetic decontamination towel. I'm using the iron remover as a lubricant and the incredible suds combined. And I'm using the towel as, well, an applicator for the iron remover.
So I've got my sudsy decontamination towel from the Incredible Suds bucket. Incredible Suds on the paint, one spray on the towel, one spray on the paint. Get to work. Well, this paint feels pretty nice.
It sure does.
This is not bad at all. The decon towel, fantastic for bug guts on the windshield, if there were any, which I'm not sure there are. There's a little bit of orange particle, decontamination to go after on this paint.
Yeah, it's not without contamination, but it's also not overly contaminated either. Corvette has a very long door, so I broke it into sections. And the key is no pressure whatsoever on the towel. I'm gonna end with the back end of the car because it's potentially the most contaminated area.
So Ivan, you're about done with the decon stage. I'm just gonna hit this half of the hood. What are your thoughts so far?
Car's in great shape. There's a few little scratches here and there. Wash marring, so we'll have to teach the owner a better wash method. And since we used iron remover on it, I'm gonna have to rinse a little more thoroughly this time, just to make sure all that iron remover gets out of the pores and also out of the cracks and crevices. Make our lives easier and the owner's lives easier, I'm gonna be using quick beads on the wheels, getting into the barrels, and on the wheel face, letting it sit a couple seconds, and then we'll be able to rinse them off. Making sure that now the wheels are very easy to clean. Nick, if you have a curvaceous car like the Corvette that has all these nooks and crannies and blades and all sorts of things on it, some form of blower is a great investment. Drying a car with a blower is fun, but it takes a lot more time than doing it with a towel. And you notice how much time I spent drying this mirror?
Yep.
I've blown it out 3 times and it's still dripping. So.
Is it really?
Yes.
We always say it does that, but then I keep thinking, if we just spend 20 minutes with a Master Blaster, maybe the mirror won't drip. No, it does.
Yeah.
I always use the drip catcher
Right.
after blowing out the mirrors.
Right.
It still feels like they keep dripping, but you're not contending with as much.
And even though it's a fiberglass car, the magnets still work magically on themselves, not on the fiberglass.
Just hug it tight.
Yep.
Little bib.
So there's a few drops here and there we're gonna fix up. And then, after that, what's next, Nick?
We're gonna polish this. But what are we gonna polish it with? You're gonna wanna stay tuned for the next video, which, if this video has been out for a while, you'll be able to find right here. If not, there's another great video, and we hope you join us. We'll see you soon.